Jiwa raga
Indonesia is the most beautiful land in the universe. The land where we were born. The nation where we grew up. So many colors that live together in peace. With a million timeless treasures. With an abundance of natural wealth. Indonesia is not just wonderful. Indonesia is a wonderland.
Kota baru gunungnya bermegah.
Indonesia dengan ini menyatakan kemerdekaan Indonesia. Hal-hal yang dan lain-lain diselenggarakan dengan cara saksama dan dalam tempo yang sesingkat-singkatnya. Jakarta, 17 Agustus 1945, atas nama bangsa Indonesia, Soekarno Hatta.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Hello everyone, good morning from Palembang. I hope you are doing well amidst all the challenges and changes during this pandemic. My name is Windy Widyarasika, It's my pleasure to welcome you to today's international webinar, Youth for Action, Build the Spirit of Research for Young Generation to Create a Brighter Life. This program is brought to you by Universitas Sriwijaya, Riset dan Edukasi in collaboration with Innova, Indonesia Invention and Innovation Promotion Association, and ISEC Sriwijaya University. To ensure today's program running well, I'd like to share our general rule. Number one, all participants who join our webinar through Zoom meeting must present 15 minutes before the program started. Number two, all participants must rename their account to include their names and institution. Number three, all participants must use the provided background. Number four, please turn on your camera and turn off your microphone during the program unless the committee or moderator asks you to turn it on. Number five, we welcome our participants to kindly send your question for each speaker using the chat box below, following this format: your name, _institution, _question. Number six, the organizing committee will send the attendance and evaluation form during the program. All attending participants are requested to fill this form. Don't be hesitant to let us know if you have something to add. Let's get the program started. The Honorable Mr. Iwan Setiabudi SKM MKes as the Vice Chancellor 3 of Sriwijaya University, the Honorable Dr. Bhakti Yudo Suprapto SMT as the Board of Veteran Universitas Sriwijaya Riset dan Edukasi 2021-2022, the Honorable keynote speakers Insinyur Professor Dr. Leong Wai E as the Chair of IETER 4.0 Technical Network, and Ms. Erika Insan Pratisi as the President of Innova. The Honorable, our moderator, Mr. Abdul Halim STPMA, as a lecturer in International Relations, Sriwijaya University. The Honorable Arif Hidayat as the Director of Universitas Sriwijaya Riset dan Edukasi 2021-2022. Last but not least, our dearly invited guests and all international webinar participants who are visiting us today. A very warm welcome to all of you who attended this webinar. May peace and prosperity be upon everyone. To kick off today's program, let's start with reciting the Holy Quran that will recite by Rizky Habibillah. To Rizky Habibillah, the platform is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. I will present you Quran Surah Al-Mutaffifin, verse number 26 until the end. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون ومزاجه من تسنيم عينا يشرب بها المقربون إن الذين أجرموا كانوا من الذين آمنوا يضحكون وإذا مروا بهم يتغامزون وإذا انقلبوا إلى أهلهم انقلبوا فكهين وإذا رأوهم قالوا إن هؤلاء لضالون وما أرسلوا عليهم حافظين فاليوم الذين آمنوا من الكفار يضحكون على الأرائك ينظرون هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون صدق الله العظيم. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us listen to Indonesia Raya, Indonesia's national anthem, as we honor our beautiful country. To the committee, the platform is yours. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'd like to welcome Noveria Maharani as the chief of the committee to deliver his speech. To Noveria Maharani, the platform is yours.
Thank you, Indy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank all of the participants who attend on this event. And of course, to our great speaker. Thank you for being here today. I'm Noveria Maharani as the chief of the committee. Such an honor for me to speak on behalf of the committees. In today's webinar, we will learn how to improve our research skill for a better future. As a young generation, of course, we need to prepare ourselves to be an active contributor for the future development. Therefore, the spirit of research must continue to be improved. Hopefully, after we listen to the material given from our great speakers, we can improve our spirit and build a skill in research, and we can apply it for a better future. Well, that's all from me. Now I need to hand over it to our MC. Lastly, I would like to say once more, on behalf of these webinar committees, welcome to International Webinar Youth for Action. It's great to see so many of you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on the next list, I'd like to welcome Arif Hidayat as the Director of Universitas Sriwijaya Riset dan Edukasi 2021-2022 to deliver his speech. To Arif Hidayat, the platform is yours.
Okay, am I audible? Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, the audible.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. I am Arif Hidayat, as President of UKM Putri Riset dan Edukasi Sriwijaya University. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in wa ala umuri dunya waddin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma shalli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Okay, our honorable the Vice Rector for Student and Alumni of Sriwijaya University, Mr. Iwan Setiabudi. Good morning, sir. Our Honorable, the Governing Board of UKM Putri Riset dan Edukasi, Mr. Bakti Yudo Suprapto, and our Honorable, the speakers and the moderator for this event, Mrs. Leong Waji, for Chairman of IET IR 4.0 Technical Networks, and Mrs. Erika Insan-Pratisi, for President of Indonesia Invention and Innovation Promotion Association, and our moderator, Mr. Abdul Halim. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the all participants today that come from Japan, China, Turkey, Malaysia, and Hong Kong, and especially from Indonesia. And big thanks to the all committees who have prepared very well for this event. And many people ask, do the research have a big impact for our life? Of course, every question has an answer. So let us discuss it and find the answer through this international webinar, Youth for Action, which is going to bring us build the spirit of research for young generation to create the brighter life. I think that's all my open speech. Thank you for your attention. Salam intelektual, eksis, berprestasi. Bila bagi wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome the Honorable Dr. Bakti Yudo Suprapto SMP as the Board of Veteran Universitas Sriwijaya Riset dan Edukasi 2021-2022 to deliver his speech. To Dr. Bakti Yudo Suprapto SMP, the platform is yours.
Okay, thank you, Windy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning for everyone. The Honorable Vice Rector for Student Affairs, the Honorable our guest speaker today, Prof. Leong Waji from IET Malaysia, and Ms. Erica Insan-Prahtisi from Innova, Indonesian Invention and Innovation Promotion Association. The Honorable, our moderator today, Mr. Mayhaki, and the Honorable Yurit, University Sriwijaya Research and Education Director and staff, the Honorable Chairman of the webinar committee and staff, and the Honorable all of the participants, the International Webinar Youth for Action 2021. First, I hope all audiences to thank for God, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has bestowed as abundant mercies. So due to this, we are able to attend this webinar. Furthermore, we especially send your peace and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah SAW, his messenger and his servant. Okay, before I get start, I want to say hello to our honorable speaker, Prof. Leong Wai. Okay, Prof. Leong, how are you today, Prof. Leong?
Very good, very good. Thanks for the invitation.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Leong. And Miss Erica Insan-Prahtisi, how are you today? Oh, I see that. Maybe she's okay. Thank you and the highest appreciation for the honorable speakers who have been willing to attend and provide knowledge to us. We believe that this honorable speaker are the right people and inspire us to move forward. For all our participants, welcome to the International Webinar Youth for Action 2021 with the theme Build the Spirit of Research for Young to Generate the Brighter Life. Hopefully, you can take the benefits of these webinars and implement it to become a brighter life like our theme today. I would like to express my appreciation to Universitas Sriwijaya Research and Education, or URIT, and all the committee of this webinar. I'm proud of you. Thank you for your job, great job, and preparing this webinar. Finally, I want to take to the Vice Rector for Student Affairs. We ask you that you be able to open this webinar. Maybe that's all my welcome speech. I apologize if there is any wrong words or something. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to the Honorable Dr. Bakti Yudo Suprapto SMT. Now, moving on to the next stage, I would like to welcome the Honorable Mr. Iwan Setiabudi SKM MCAS as the Vice Chancellor of Sriwijaya University to deliver the speech and officially open this webinar. To the Honorable Mr. Iwan Setiabudi SKM MCAS, the platform is yours.
Okay, thank you, Master of Ceremony. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? I hope you're fine today. The honorable guest speakers, Professor Dr. Leong Wei and Dr. Erica Insan-Prahtisi, the honorable supervisor of URIT, Dr. Bakti Yudo, and the honorable moderator, Dr. Halim, Abdul Halim, MA, all participants and all committee. The first, I want to thank you to every one of you for being here at the international webinar today. I'm here, Iwan Setiabudi. I'm here as Vice Rector for Student and Alumni, Sriwijaya University. It's an honor for me to speak on behalf of Sriwijaya University. Let me begin by giving you a warm welcome to build spirit of vision for young generation to create the higher life seminar. Before we get started, I would like to express my appreciation to the URIT crew who generously helped us make this seminar come true. I want to say thank you to Mr. Bakti Yudo, Arif, and the whole committee. We could not have done it without you. In today's seminar, we will learn about how for compiling of research proposal. Lately, we are faced with various problems such as COVID-19 or other problems such as the environment, technology, poverty, and the other issues. Of course, this is a challenge for all of us to come up with ideas to create innovation and solve this problem. I hope that this seminar will help you to build spirit for research and make good collaboration with stakeholders. Well, I don't want to take too much time of your time. I need to hand over it to moderator to introduce our guest speaker to all of you. Welcome. Thank you for your attendance. It's great to see you here. And finally, we say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am as Vice Rector for Student Alumni will get start this webinar. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to the Honorable Mr. Iwan Setiabudi SMMPS. Now, we will show you the introductory video by Universitas Sriwijaya Riset dan Edukasi 2021-2022. To the committee, the platform is yours.
Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead, let's start our journey today. Get up, millennials! Whoop whoop, stop the bus. Here we go to the beyond and infinity. Hurry up and don't be late. Yup, almost there. The amazing student activity units is waiting for you. Here we go. I present to you Sriwijaya University. Sriwijaya University has a scientific student activity unit called URIT. So what is in URIT and what do we do at URIT? Let's check the video. URIT consists with several departments in it. We have HR Department, Secretarial Department, Aksis Berprestasi Department, Innovations and Creations Department, Informations and Communications Department, Institutional Relationship Department, and Community Development. Also, we have a featured work program, Scientific Writing Academy, Scientific Work College, Sriwijaya Scientific Party, and yeah, Youth for Actions. Oh my god, it's time. So are you ready? Let's get joined right now. Bidding our warmest greeting to all of you and thank you for joining Youth for Actions.
Thank you. Now we will have a photo session. So to all attending participants, please turn on your camera and kindly show your greatest smile. On my command, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost reached the end of the opening ceremony. We will continue our discussion that will moderate by Mr. Abdul Halim STPMA. On behalf of the team, I'd like to thank you for your enthusiasm to joining this webinar. I am Windy Widyarastika signing off and hope to see you soon at the next international webinar. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the Honorable Mr. Abdul Halim STPMA, the platform is yours.
Well, thank you so much for Master of Ceremony for this opportunity to me to lead this discussion as a moderator for this international seminar for the youth for the action. And today, first of all, before we start our meeting today, I would like to send my great warming to our Vice Rector for the students and alumni, Bapak Iwan Setiabudi, SKM MKes. And also I would like to send my warm greeting for Director, for the builder and a supervisor of University of Sriwijaya Research and Development, for Bapak Dr. Bakti Yudo Suprapto, STMT. And also, I would like to send my warm greeting for our speakers, Professor Leong Wai Yi and also Miss Erika, who's already staying here to share to us about their knowledge, their experience about our issues that we want to discuss today. And also, I would like to say thank you so much for all the committees, especially for the director of the URIT, Mr. Arif Hidayat, was already held this event that really properly. And also thank you for all the committee and all the participants who attends this seminar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Abdul Halim. I am as a young lecturer in International Relations Department in the Sriwijaya University. And today, we know that the technology, innovation, and invention is a very needed for the global area. The globalizations bring us to develop our skills and our knowledge to know about how the technology works in a global area. So the important things to face the global area or global system today, we need to develop our skill, especially for research. That's why URIT today held a very important event with the title about the spirit of the research for young generations to create the brighter life. This event have a purpose to know and to make an effective research for the undergraduate student, and also this event present to us about to know how to eventually utilize digital information for doing research area. For this seminar, we would like to divide it into three sessions. First session, we would like to invite first speakers and Professor Wai Yi, and also the second speaker for the second session, we have Miss Erika as the president of Innova. And also for the third session, we would like to have a discussion session, question and answer. We have 30 minutes, and for the question and answer session, for all the participants, you have a chance to ask a question and in the chat box with the rules that already showing by the committee. At the first part of this event, you can type your name, underscore your institution, and also underscore your question. And I, helped by all the committee, will filtering a good question, and I will deliver the questions for the speakers, and the speakers will answer that questions. Okay, that's the rule of our discussion today. And for this first session, I would like to invite Professor Leong Wai Yi to come with us here. Maybe committee can spotlight Ibu Professor Wai Yi for this session. Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, Professor Wai Yi.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, thank you so much for your time to attend here to share your knowledge and your experience about our topic today. Well, before I give this floor for for the Professor Wai Yi, I would like to introduce you about the background of Ibu Wai Yi. Professor Wai received her PhD in electrical engineering and bachelor degree in electrical engineering from the University of Queensland in Brisbane, Australia in 2005 and 2000 presently. She is a chairman of IAM and IAM chief editor and ATA editor. Professor Wai is a currently immediately past chairperson of Institutions of Engineering and Technology Malaysia Local Network, the vice president of the Institutions of Engineering Malaysia, and the vice president of International Network for the Women Engineers and Science, and deputy vice chair of World Federations of Engineering Organizations Women in Engineering Committee. There's a lot of achievement that here. I read the curriculum vitae by Ibu Wai. There's some achievement that I can share to you. Ibu Wai has received IAM Women Engineer of the Year 2018, IAM President Excellent Award 2016 and 2015, INTI Outstanding Alumni Award for the Academic Excellence 2016, and a lot of achievement that she already got. But the things that I really appreciate for Professor Wai, she has been elected as a chair for International Networking Group for Young Scientist Network, Academic of Science Malaysia, and she has been presenting women engineers to meeting and discussion at United Nations. Wow, that's a very great achievement. And here we can see that a lot of achievement by Ibu Wai is represent of a gender perspective, ya Ibu ya, because the women can do anything. It's not about man and woman, but all of person here, wherever you are, you can develop your idea, you can develop your knowledge, and you can achieve the achievement in your life. Okay, all the participants, here I give a 45 minutes for Professor Wai to present your presentation in this seminar. Professor Wai, the floor is yours.
Yeah, hello. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. Moderator, can you see my screen?
And on progress.
Yeah. Can? If you can see, you just let me know, I can start.
Okay, we can see your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to express my sincere congratulations to the team, especially Professor Bhakti for invitations and the committee moderators for your successful event. Today is my honor to share with you a very interesting topic on how we build the spirit of research for you as a young generation, so you can create a brighter future. Okay, basically, when we talk about research, it's not on papers and pens. We can use robotics to do research. We can use artificial intelligence to analyze the data. We use IoT to collect all the data from kampong, from urban, from overseas. And we use virtual reality in constructions to analyze the data. So all in all, in order to do a successful technology and research, we can make use of these top 10 emerging technology available in the world. We use mobile phone, we use nanotechnology, and we also use 3D printing to print our model. So it's more than pen and paper. Okay, look at here. Can you imagine these are young kids from primary school, secondary school, and they already make use of 3D printer, robotic, mobile phone, laptop, and remote control to do their work and to involve in their study as well. So we have to venture into this technology for our research. First of all, you think what is meant by research? So basically, we are trying to get the new ideas into innovations. We also try to apply our invention into real world, and we try to gain our knowledge. The most important thing, research can transform your money into knowledge. So make use of the research, build your business, and get some income for yourself. Okay, There are some research approach. One is we try to think of the science perspective. We do scientific research. Second thing, we use research for education, like teaching. Third thing, we use research for partnership and business. So there are various opportunities for you to do research. So friends, girls and ladies over here, research is not only for professor, research not for PhD, research is for you. Okay. Basically, there are various ways to do research. You can have your business, open your business lab, but Bell Lab is a very successful case. Another thing, you use modeling simulation to understand the process. Third thing, you use research to do your policy, to do your survey. Okay. For instance, first of all, you must discover what you want to do. And then you scope properly. You build your case study. It can be applied in your business, in your survey subject, or government, or politics, or science. And then you develop what you want. You do the testing. This testing, you can make use of just now the top 10 technology to get the data. Or you can do survey. You can do online investigation. Then from all these outcome that you get, you launch and you post for review. You can publish your paper, your books, and get some feedback. So this is a very basic process to do research for young people. It's not difficult. You can do it. Okay, for instance, you want to do nanotechnology. That means the small little part in your mobile phone, in your computer. How to do this? So you first of all, what you want to do, material science. What you want to achieve, engineering background. And you need energy to power up your mobile phone. You use electronic for your gadget. Use the sensor and then IT to tidy up your mobile phone. So this is a basic idea of how to do this. We call research. Okay, another thing is some of you like to do policy. For instance, you try to understand what is the current policy on COVID and pandemic for Indonesia and for the world. You can do research. What's the impact of the COVID globally and how you predict the future. So this is part of the policy research you can do. Another thing you can think of is work in a team. Don't work alone. Grow your team. We all gather all the design, creativity to work in a team. You can make use of the social organizations like professional buddy, your science buddy, or the government to get you the outcome. The last one is you must know all the flow, how to measure your strategy, how you gel all these networks opportunity to come up with your innovations. Okay, basically we make use of the advanced technology for simulation, and we also make use for education. We need to tell people, if you have done your research, you cannot keep it in your library. You have to present, like this forum is a good platform for you to present and share. And then work with your partners, get some funding, money, get some partners to help you to do the experiment. So these are the basic discussion and concept, how you do your research. The fundamental of doing research is we want to solve problem. We want to adapt or we want to use something. Third one, we want to grow, develop your idea. The last one, we want to improve the situation. These are the four basic concepts why you want to do research. Okay, for instance, you want to understand and know, because now we are in pandemic, so everybody is suffering. We want to know in the future, can we sustain? So what you mean by sustainability after the COVID? Maybe the COVID will end 1 or 2 years time, okay? So in terms of sustainability, we can say if the economy grow more than 500%, that means we can sustain. If the population grow more than 50%, we can survive. Energy consumption, more than 300%. So these are the ones you need to think. You do your analysis, go through all the process, interview, survey, get all the process. What you mean by sustain? You go and ask people. So from that, you generate your ideas. Basically, we need to think innovations. We need to drive the economic growth. And not only to adapt the environment protection, we also need to balance out between the economy and the society. Okay. Another issue is we think of the environment, care for environment. Now, this year, our main theme is climate change. Okay. Then we think of how we use our knowledge for the thinking process. The most important is now we are dealing with community and social issue because of the pandemic. And we use a communication, the IT, IoT, 3D printing, robotic, artificial intelligence to improve how we publish our idea. The last one, we must use all this communication system to feedback. So you publish a paper, or you present in a conference, or you talk to each other, you go to your TV station, radio station to show your idea. For instance, Madonna, everybody know, you know Madonna. So Madonna is an international brand. Now, I don't know Indonesia. In Malaysia, we also have hamburger called Ramly. Any famous burger in Indonesia? I don't know. Okay, so in Malaysia, we have this local brand for burger. The burger maker also want to be famous. So how he do? He go and investigate, go and learn from Madonna. How Madonna going to promote the Madonna worldwide? How to bridge the gap? How to get the investment? And now we have a Malaysia brand of our burger, still growing. So this is how we do research, work together, and try to look at the international successful story and to grow. So research, again, is not for university. Research is not for professor. Research is for yourself. You can use research to do your business. Hamburger is a very interesting and successful story. Another thing is what you need to do for innovation. Basically, you need to think. So you can be crazy. Basically, for research, there's no good or bad, true or right. You go and think, you go and work for it. There are a lot of opportunity for you to understand. So so-called good innovation, good ideas, good research need you to enhance. Okay, so the whole process, basically, we make use of technology, we assess, we think, we use, then we commercialize, we do licensing. Commercialize your idea, either through patent, publication, student interview, or the researcher international recognition. After that, you market it, and then you think of the economy side, save your money, save the world, water conservative, or energy, pollution, all these things, you think about this, then you have your outcome. So these are the general idea how we sustain the research. Okay, you as a student, this is called P3 student work. Or you have a lot of alumni here, okay? For the young people, you must think of people. First of all, think of people, prosperity, how to grow, and the global world planet. Our innovation is the teamwork. We have to make use of the policy in the country, the technical solution, and some research. After that, we build the knowledge. Building capacity means we build the knowledge for the next generation. Of course, what you are doing now, you want to benefit the generation. After that, team partnership. You are from various backgrounds here. I realized that we have the science here, policy here, literature people here, engineering, medicine, and many people here in this forum. So this is the best platform for you to work together. And then you grow your idea. The last one is you partner, grow your partner, see the world, not only in Indonesia, go to NGO, professional society, or government to grow. I think there are a lot of funding available for you to grow your knowledge. Okay, this is a very good example. You look at this Dr. Wang, his idea is, you look at the board at the bottom, this is a PCB board. There are a lot of soldering inside. So he wants to come up with the idea how I can remove all these LEDs, all this soldering as quickly as possible. Because once you have done the soldering, okay, everything on the board, they want to remove. This is to you, to me, is nothing that you think, oh yeah, it's a basic idea. Just remove, you heat up the whole board, then you can remove one by one. But for him, he come up with the idea. He simplified the electronic manufacturing process and various steps. He mentioned that with lower processing temperature, when you lower up the processing temperature, it will mean less thermal stress on the component. So you can remove the LEDs as quickly as possible. So for this idea, he has found 5 invention disclosure and 2 patents pending. This is also another idea, how you think. And this scientist, he's trying to develop a product that can store information. Therefore, now you have RFID. You can see RFID is so small and so widely used. This RFID consists of a little antenna and some coin, and then you can store your information. This is how they come up. A simple one, they recycle the program, they track the life of the practice, and they do some study. They can come up with an RFID tag, and is used widely in the world. This is also another idea. So they are trying to come up how the country can be sustainable. So the analysis is how we integrate the water supplies, how we manage the ecology, how we manage the river, the market, the villages, and the land. So this is another research that you can do. You can, and all this policy, you can, if you have the chance to present to the government, it will be useful for the country, for smart city, sustainable city. Okay, so the basic idea is, first of all, you understand what you want and understand among people, environment, or think of all the uncertainty. You make a decision based on the technology using IoT, artificial intelligence, advanced technology to build it. Then you indicate what you want to achieve. So you collaborate with all your customer and partners, governments, community, come up with this sustainable outcome in terms of water, land, air, energy, materials, ecosystem. So it will be a long-term outcome for your research. You can do anything. There's no limit. Don't think something. Don't keep saying that I cannot do it because I don't have PhD. I cannot do it because I don't have degree. There's nothing you can say this. Okay. Okay. The question I want to discuss is what sort of system is important for you to have the innovation. So you can think. There's no formula actually. Anything you can think, it will be your research. And you need to balance between innovation and new ideas. The best thing is you talk to people, go through the Google search, look at other inventions we have, and how best we can invest in the sustainable research. So this is one of the ideas I have been involving. We are in a Zoom, so currently everybody are muted. But in a meeting hall, everybody will be talking very noisy. So how can I know that this is our moderator, Abdul Halim, speaking? We don't know all. Who is speaking at the moment? We don't know. So for other people, they'll say, this sort of idea, we don't need lah. So simple, no need lah. But if you can come up with the idea, they can quickly spot, yeah, this is Abdul Halim speaking. Then it will be a very good invention for the audio environment. So we place several mobile and then make use of some mathematical equation. Then we can extract, yeah, this is Abdul Halim speaking, or this is another professor or another doctor speaking. So a simple idea, but it's useful for speech recognition. The most important thing now is everybody talking about artificial intelligence. You must know this. Artificial intelligence means we make use of mathematical equation. We use computer language to model human behavior and to come up with a selection and decision idea. This is called artificial intelligence. It was discovered first in 1956. And now we have a lot of data. For instance, you want to understand the community in a state. We get the data from the people. We get the data from all these institutions, bank, NGO. We understand the problem, the pandemic problem in the city. With all this data, you can understand what you need to do. We call big data. Big data is more than terabyte. It's huge. And we also make use of analysis to tabulate our research. For instance, we know that the big data market will grow 6 times faster. So make use of the big data, artificial intelligence, we can estimate the growth between Europe, Japan, Korea, and China. The most important thing is when we do research, you should have a lot of data. So we call big data. We use artificial intelligence. It's a thinking process. Okay. That means we use a mathematical equation to choose things. We use mobile phone to monitor. We have 5G, Wi-Fi. These are the very high speed telecommunication we can use in our research. Then we use IoT to connect CCTV, the cars, smartphone, healthcare, infrastructure. All these things add together, we can analyze our data. We can transmit our data to US, UK, and we can gather a lot of information. Okay, this is another work as well. We use artificial intelligence to create the chess program. nowadays, this is not new. It has been long already. Okay, we play chess with the computer. Most of the time, computer will win, or 1 or 2 times you win. So that means there's artificial intelligence in the chess program. They know your next move. They know how to move. They think faster than you. Okay, another thing is artificial general intelligence. So we have this robot. We use robot in the hospital, in the restaurant, to deliver food, to deliver drugs to the patient. In Malaysia, we also use robot to deliver drugs and food during pandemic, especially in the quarantine area. Okay, this is a robot that can talk. It's like a human. We call Adam. He can talk. He can say hello. Robot also has been used in custom because now we try to avoid human touching, human distance. So we place a robot in the custom. Any foreign visitor pass through the custom, the robot can entertain them. Robot also try to deliver the drugs and food to the COVID pandemic quarantine center. Okay, basically artificial intelligence, that means you have the max insight, mathematical insight. They help you to make decision. We can use artificial intelligence or call machine learning to recognize your face, to play the sports, and to recognize your speech. Okay, so this is how they recognize. They generate a lot of statistics. So from more than 1,000 data, billion data, they can spot the right information. How they spot? Because they have the database. Just like we have so many faces here. How I know which one is Abu Halim? It's very easy. I can just store 1,000 Abu Halim faces in my computer. So now we have 155 participants here. Okay, I just start my machine. My machine compare all the photos here. Okay, they will recognize this is our moderator, Abdul Halim. As simple as that. That means they store a lot database in the computer. From there, they compare. Within a second, they can tell you this is Abu Halim. We call artificial intelligence. Just like here, we have a lot of photos here. They recognize their face, the mouth, the nose, the ears, the hairs. From there, from these equations, they know that which one, who is Ali, who is Abu, who is Abu Bakr. Basically, if you want to involve in artificial intelligence, you must know programming languages, you know data science, you must know how to use some computer tools, and of course, hopefully you like mathematics. Okay, so for information now, everybody are talking about artificial intelligence. We realized that more than 32% of software company, they use artificial intelligence, followed by internet company and the rest. Even though the entertainment, online, oil and gas, insurance, they also use artificial intelligence. The basic idea is they store a lot of data in the database, and then they use the max to find the solution in a second. Okay, also, these are also the startup company that use artificial intelligence. We have Google. Just like if you want to search the meaning of, what is the meaning of research? You key in the Google, less than 1 second, all the meaning will come up. So this is the power of artificial intelligence. Apple, Facebook, Intel, so these are the company also use artificial intelligence to recognize your face. These are the latest project. So when we do research, we can use robotic to collect data. So there's no human distance, human touch. For instance, the self-driving car is also one of the inventions. We use mobile phone, the voice assistant to do, and we also use all this electronic to do research as well. For information, most of the many companies, they are using artificial intelligence to drive. So I hope you can pay effort to study. It's not difficult actually. You just need to know maths and then programming. Okay, you can do artificial intelligence. Maybe not to the robotic area, at least a basic decision making approach, you can do it. Okay, these are the things we need to consider when we do research on this area, the ethics, because you are going to collect a lot of data from people. This involve humans, so ethics inside, and some policy on human center. We also need to take note. So people are talking about this issue, data protections. Okay, Also, I would like to share some of the project for your consideration. Just now I talked already, this is the project with Imperial College London. In a ballroom, when a lot of people is talking together, we put a lot of microphone in the ballroom, and we need to find out that who is talking what. This is like a CCTV, okay, a spy machine, some sort like that. We want to recognize the speech of the important person in a noisy environment. Okay, this is another photo. Some photo, you look at this photo, we have this chili and then vegetables and fruits. So actually 1, 2, 3 photo is a mixture of a lot of photo inside, but you don't know. When you look at here, you say, it's just a photo of vegetable, nothing at all. But I tell you, if you make use of the research, the algorithm, you can recognize actually there's a cat inside. There's some vegetable and there's a fruits inside. So this is the power of big data, artificial intelligence. Okay, I'm a left-hander, so I'm the minority. But for your information, I don't know in Indonesia. Okay, for Chinese, okay, last time they don't like left-hander. Left-hander mean no good. So if a teacher saw us using left hand, you know the penalty, they will beat you, they will scold you or whatever. They ask you to change. So I was thinking, what's wrong with that? Why we cannot use left hand? Why left hand means no good? So now I have the chance. So I want to do research. I want to tell people, hey, you're wrong, you know, who said left hand is no good? So I do my research. And first of all, I found out who are the left-hander in this world. I saw Edison. I saw all these important United States president. They're also left-hander. So what's wrong with me? I don't know. So it become more and more interesting. If they can use left hand, how can I cannot use left hand, right? Okay, then I try to use this simple equipment, hairband, EEG signal, the brain signal, electrode. So we put on the brain signal. In the brain we have at least 136 spots. We put different spots to see our reaction on the brain. Okay, then I found that actually there's different, you know, left hand and right hand. There are different EEG meaning. So I realized that left-hander, the average EEG coherence is more than 0.5. Right hand is less than 0.5. So they are different actually. So from there we start learning, and I found that left-hander actually they are very creative. I'm not trying to show off, but so I also read. I read a lot. Okay, I read a lot again. Yeah, this is your right. You know, for this research, you must say what's the value? Can you get money or not? You must say, okay, you tell people there's a difference between left hand and right hand. Can you get money? Okay, this is the first question. So I said, you can think with you can create a program to teach people using left hand and think creatively. You can come up with an educational tool. So this is how you think. This is called research. Whether there's a value or marketing profit, okay, you are the one who decide. Okay, another project is on the aerospace. This is with Singapore Airlines, Boeing, Rolls-Royce. So when the aeroplane come to the hangar, that means a factory, the engineer will start checking whether any spot, any defects, any hole. If there's hole, actually they cannot fly. Therefore, we use the research to find out the size of the holes. And this is the equipment we try to detect the size, how big the size. If there's a little hole, the plane cannot allow to fly. Okay, so these are the sample little hole we detected. This is the EEG, the brain signal. We use brain signal to discover diseases, various diseases. And this is one of the research is on sleep apnea. That means when you sleep, you tend to snore, very noisy. Okay, we try to find out that when people sleeping, what's the brain signal look like? Those with sleep apnea. That means when you sleep, you snore and you disturb people. Okay, so these are the very simple basic equipment that I use for my research. Electrode, data collections, as simple as that, to get the brain signal data. So I like to look at the brain and work with different partner. So we try to look at the brain activity, the heartbeat, the flow of oxygens. Another idea is on the, okay, this is for the airplane terminal. because we have a lot of luggages from US, Europe, China, Indonesia, so many luggages. How you can make sure that all the luggages will not go wrong? Therefore, some of the so-called airport they put RFID tag, some they put so-called barcode. From this, we try to investigate the efficiency of them. So this is when we put RFID, what will happen is we think of the cost, is it expensive? And how fast we can make sure all the luggages delivered to the customer as soon as possible. Okay, this is some of the project. I work with hospital and I try to look at the brain signal. And I think for us, I don't care you are scientists or normal people or student alumni, you must know how to generate income. So we have the stock market. I believe everywhere we have the stock market. We also try to use our research, we thinking, we try to have, with very little money, we try to predict the stock market and we can do some investment and get some money for ourselves. So I also use prediction tools, my knowledge to predict the stock market. Okay, these are all my collaborators from Singapore, from London, Japan. Try to make friends. Okay, it's good to have more friends. And this is some of my achievement as an ASEAN Scientist Award, and publish a few papers. And that's it. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Wai, for the presentation and material and also the sharing of the experience. I think that's a very give us the good insight for all the participants here about what a research is. And the conclusion that I can get from discussion on the presentations by Professor Wai is the research is for you. Research is for you, not for PhD, not for only professor, but all of you can do the research and can find something new to be an inspiring or to be an innovations to face the global area for today. Well, anyway, Ibu Wai give us some example. That's a 5 or 6 project that she describes to us about what is innovations about the maximizing of the functions for artificial intelligence, and we need to develop the artificial intelligence to our research for the future actually. Anyway, before I come to the question from the participant Ibu Wai, I have a simple question. So most of the participant here is our undergraduate student in Sriwijaya University. So what's the simple things, what the first step that our student can start to make a simple research in their life?
So it's good that you should start from young. You are young people, you have so many things. I can tell you, in this pandemic time, I also have students. So I give a project to the student. Hey, what you want to do for pandemic? So they come up with 3D printing for face shield that are for the clinical. And then the mask, double layer mask, as simple as that. And then people said we cannot, must have a 1 or 2 meter distance during this COVID time. So can you think of a method that you can avoid this? Maybe a hanger, you can, or a clothes, facial, or some cover-up, you can think of as simple as that. You don't need to go through a lot of complicated process. Think of something, because your heart, you want to help people.
Okay, and be sensitive about the something in our environment, yeah, as a simple idea for the stepping for the research, yes. Right? Okay, thank you, Professor Wai. Well, Professor Wai, here in chat box we have some question. The first question we have Hani from Okayama University. The question is, could you recommend an online artificial intelligence courses for the beginners?
There are a lot of artificial intelligence course. You must inform me that which area you want to look at. what you want to investigate. Start with idea. Okay, everybody want to study artificial intelligence. Everybody. But you must think, you study intelligence for what problem? If you simply now you have your internet in front, you just key in artificial intelligence courses. There are more than 1,000, but apply to what? It's no issue. There are a lot of artificial intelligence course, but you must tell me what problem you want to solve.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the problem that you want to solve, that's the key point before you find the courses of artificial intelligence, right? Yes.
Because
okay.
the method could be.
Is there any
yeah.
free artificial intelligence courses in internet or in other institutions in foreign maybe?
A lot. Now you start to open up your Google. You just key in free artificial intelligence courses. A lot. Yeah.
A lot.
No issue.
There's a lot of artificial intelligence freely that you can access in the internet, but actually you know about the specifications that you want to learn first about the idea that you want to make a research, right?
Yeah, because it can be as simple as 1 + 1 = 2 artificial intelligence, or you could be just now the mathematical equation is so complicated until you don't know what is that. For instance, now I just simply key in to my mobile phone. I have seen a lot. The first one I saw is artificial intelligence for everyone. Coursera.org. Yeah, a lot. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, honey, you can access your internet and finding what you want to find as specifically to know about what the courses that you want to choose for artificial intelligence for the beginners, especially. Well,
and
thank
also
you. And
artificial intelligence for kids.
For kids?
Yeah.
There's a prepared for kids too, right? Okay.
So a lot, yeah, there are a lot, yeah.
So artificial intelligence is not needed only by the student in university actually, but we need to develop this for the kids too, right?
Yeah.
For the young generations to ready to face the global era today. Okay.
So you as an adult, you must learn. Actually, what the program that we are doing now is we try to teach the primary school and secondary school students to use artificial intelligence and to create a website.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Wahyi. Anyway, Professor Wahyi, we have a question from our supervisor in URIT, Bapak Dr. Bakti.
Yeah.
Maybe I would like to invite Dr. Bakti to ask the question directly. Dr. Bakti, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abdul Halim. Prof. Leong Wahyi, nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
I almost in URIT, our participant is maybe not only scientists from scientist knowledge. Maybe this is social science and etc. I want to ask you, maybe you can give example research for the social science, yeah, using IE and artificial intelligence, because a lot of artificial intelligence is most important today, and almost science using IE. But maybe you can example in social science.
Yeah, good.
Mr. Abdul Halim is in social science. Maybe he can use IE for the research.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I saw what my colleague is doing is those social science or psychology colleagues. They are trying to understand because in current situation, very frank in Malaysia, because a lot of people they lost their job. Some they are worried, they are depressed. So we try to conduct a survey for the whole Malaysia. We try to understand what is your issue and the problem during this time. So you can imagine we receive more than few thousand of data. For this data, how can you do? You cannot do anything. Therefore, we make use of artificial intelligence. First of all, artificial intelligence is used to categorize they belong to what area. Are they belong to unemployed, jobless, or retrenched, no pay leave, or are they belong to suffer from no money, no income, depression, and some they need help, they need food, and they need support. So this is how we use artificial intelligence to categorize. First of all, when we do the surveys, all our data, all our questions are written carefully, and they can just choose A, B, C, D. From this A, B, C, D, we use artificial intelligence to categorize accordingly. So from this thing, from the data we receive, we can plot the diagram, we can plot the chart to understand the needs, the social science needs of these people in Malaysia. Actually, for social science, you need artificial intelligence more, especially in all these survey and investigation, also analysis. You use the most actually.
Okay, Professor Waye, that's a very interesting to me to hear about the example that you already give to us about the conditions of a pandemic, about the economic depressions and all the problem that makes people lose their job actually, and using the technology to help them to access about what to solve this problem in social area. But actually, Ibu Waye, I have some question. Should the research produce the product as a result of the research or not? Because as we are in a political science, actually, we cannot create as such a real product. Maybe we just can make suggestions for the government or such a kind of that. Is that can as including as a research or not?
No issue, because when you mentioned, let's say okay, just now I said it's on the depression. Okay, as a social science, when you share and publish your data on the situation of mental depression in the region or country, okay, a lot of people read it. Not only social science people read, technical people read, medicine people read. When they have this report, they will think, maybe for you, for social science people, they don't have the skill or tools to come up with the device. But for medicine background, they will say, yeah, I should come up with some method to make people happy. And then pharmacists, they can come up, any medicine we can solve this problem. Engineer, they will think up, okay, depression, can I come up with some tools to make people happy? And then counselor will say, can we set up a K line or telephone line so that I can listen to their story to counsel them? Education, professor, lecturer, they will think, can I set up a course counseling section in the university so I can educate the student? So people will come. Although maybe yourself or your committee, they cannot come up with outcome or product, but other people, when they listen, they hear, they will have a lot of idea. So this is a little start to give people more ideas and to continue the research. At least you have a start and people will just come.
Okay, at least the start the research, that's a key point for the research. Okay, well, Professor Waye, because we have a limited time for this discussion, I'm so sorry, but this is the last question. This is the last question is from our friend from Okayama University, Japan, Ken. The question is, based on your experience, what are some mistakes that beginners often make when it become to learn artificial intelligence? Is there a proper way to learn artificial intelligence or not?
Actually, in terms of scientific and research point of view, it's no harm to make mistake, because you look at our Thomas Edison, who has created more than 100 inventions. He has always started with mistake. He bombed the lab. He created so many mistakes, and I would say you just do it, you just learn it. Normally for beginner, one issue is programming language skill might not be sufficient, or math equation, and then they don't have a teacher to guide. But nowadays, very frank to you, is internet information are everywhere. Without teacher, actually you can learn yourself. You look at YouTube, they will teach you how to do. Of course, it's very tough, but no harm to do it. Mistake or not mistake, maybe this mistake is the platform for you to be successful. So always start something. It's very hard for us to define what sort of programming skill level you need. But the most important thing is when you go along the way, we learn and we explore. Like for myself, I just come with a very simple, basic programming language. And then nowadays, there are more than 1,000 like Python, Java, everything. I just learn myself. The most important thing is you must be brave enough to explore. And I still believe programming languages and artificial intelligence is not for engineering or computer science. As long as you are willing to explore, you can do it. Nowadays, the world is like a global world. Everything we can learn. The most important thing is programming language if you want to involve in artificial intelligence. But nowadays, there are a lot of artificial intelligence tools already embedded. So you just click and drag. So everything is inside, well built. So for these tools, you don't need any programming skill. So choose something that easy to use. A lot of tools available in the website. Moderator?
Weak signal. Mr. Abdul Halim is.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Wai. We can learn about from Thomas Alva Edison, right? Because his process to find the lamp with a lot of mistake, and after 100 trial, he can be as someone who can finding the innovations of the lamp. Okay. Anyway, Professor Wai, because of the time, I'm so sorry. There's a very warm discussion and there's a lot of knowledge that we can get from you. This is our next job maybe for URIT. We need to invite again Professor Wai to discuss about artificial intelligence specifically for our discussion for the next session maybe, Bu Wai.
Yeah, sure.
Bu Wai, but yeah, thank you so much. But actually, Bu Wai, we hope that you will stay here until this event finished. But actually, we have a second speakers, and here first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for your material. After the second session from the second speaker, we want to give you a certificate, and please, we hope that you can stay here until this event is okay. Thank you so much, Professor Wai, for your time, for your sharing knowledge, for your sharing experience. We got a lot. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to move to the second speaker, Miss Erica. Is there Miss Erica here? Committee, can you spotlight Miss Erica? To be okay. Hello, Miss Erica. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Halim. Mr. Abdul Halim, right?
Yeah. Mr. Abdul Halim, you can call me Halim. It's as simple as that. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I give a time for Miss Erica to share their experience, to share her experience, to share their knowledge, and also there are a lot of things that they can share about invention and innovation, especially for you, for the research. I would like to introduce her to you about who is Miss Erica. Okay, Miss Erica is a bachelor from the English literature, right? From the State University in Jakarta in 2011 until 2015, and also Miss Erica started her job when she was in undergraduate students, as undergraduate students in a position for a staff of International Office of Education, right? And also in November 2013 until June 2016, she is an Indonesian Invention and Innovation Promotion Association, or INOPA, position as a director of international partnership and public relations. And now, from the June 2016 until now, she is a president of Indonesian's Inventions and Innovations Promotions Associations. There's a lot of achievement that got by the Miss Erica. I guess committee share it in this slide. You can see that. Maybe for the next, you can next slide, committee. Next for the achievement. Yeah, this is a lot of achievement, but maybe I just need to say about the current achievement that she already got. For the medal committee. Yeah. Okay. She is as a head of Indonesian in HKAA in 2017, organized 3 invention, 2 golds and 1 silver. And in 2016, she was a head of Indonesian in ITAX, organized 12 invention, 6 gold, 5 silvers and 1 bronze. And a lot of achievement that you can read, all the participant here. I think we can get a lot of knowledge from Ms. Erica. And okay, Ms. Erica, I give you time 45 minutes to present your presentations about the innovation and inventions. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Halim. I need the committee to help me share the screen of my presentation materials. Mr. Halim, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yeah, we can hear your voice clearly.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Halo, selamat pagi semuanya. So, Mr. Halim already introduced me before, but I want to introduce myself again. So my name is Erica Insan Pratisi. Currently, I work as the chairwoman. I mean from the Indonesian Invention and Innovation Promotion Association, or INOPA, shortly called INOPA. So I want to tell you a bit about INOPA. INOPA is actually an Hello, sorry.
Yeah, you mute.
Okay. So I want, before I start my presentation today, I want to tell you a bit about the INOPA itself. So INOPA is actually the Association for Indonesian Young Innovators. So our main concern is actually to develop the skill of the young innovators, starting from elementary, senior high school, junior high school, until the university. Those who have innovative ideas and those who are concerned, interesting in innovation field, we help them to realize their innovative ideas to be an invention. And also after that, we help them to develop their product into the real innovation. I mean, we help them to find the investor, maybe to fund their product to be productive mass and also to be commercialized. So that's basically what we are doing in INOPA. Okay, maybe next slide. So yeah, thanks to the internet and also other technologies now, life moves at a very fast. Yeah, we are constantly adapting and also learning about the new ways to do things, as well as we also expecting and even demanding the new innovation from our scientists, from our executives, and also for our leaders. But did you know, life before the research is done, did you know that actually before the research about an earthquake is done, people at that time thought that an earthquake is related to something mystic or myth. They believe that an earthquake could possibly happen because the God is shaking the earth, and also the God were angry to all of us before the research about an earthquake is done. Next, the committee, please. Okay. And also, did you know that before the research is done at that time, the doctor will need to drill or make a hole on the head of people who had severe headache. Doctor will see what actually happened on that person's head by making the hole. Next. Yeah. Did you know also that, before the research, before we know paper, people wrote in a moringa leaves, even if they have something urgent, something important to be delivered, they need to write it in moringa leaves and send it to the dove post and waiting for the reply. Yeah, you saw it in the movie, but it's real actually, it's happened at that time. And also before the research, next. Yeah, people use bird tied with a camera to take a picture and also figure out what happened on the earth, how the earth looked like. Alive before helicopter or drone, it was fun, like now. Next slide. So how did a research begin? So the story about science and technology is a long and wide story, but at least I can name several people have classified several ages of the history of science and mention several names that made a successful move and contribution to the development of science. Starting from the Old Greece period, there are several names we know, such as Pythagoras, well known with his Pythagoras theory. Yeah. Socrates with his Ahlenkos method, and also many others names, such as Plato, Aristotle, till it comes to Renaissance and also contemporary ages. Do you know the first picture? Isaac Newton? Yeah. Do you remember what is his most popular research or invention at that time? Yeah, it's about the gravity theory. Maybe all of you are familiar with his story about how did he finally found that gravity theory. It was just because he saw an apple falling down from the tree in front of his house, and then he was curious, how can that happen? What caused an apple falling down from the tree, or other things that we throw will come to falling down again? Because of his curiosity, so he started doing his research to find out the answers until they found the answer is about the gravity theory. And also, next picture, here's Alexander Graham Bell, well known as the inventor of telephone. So actually, some references name other people as the inventor of telephone, but Bell was the first person who registered patent for his discovery. So the invention rights goes to him. Bell was born from deaf parents. Along his life, he was so familiar with deaf person because his parents also built a school that teach deaf person how to speak. And at that time, Bell was curious about whether it is possible or not to transfer someone's words into a cable or a channel and deliver it to other people who use the same channel. So it all started with curiosity till finally Bell doing his own research, and then finally he can invent a telephone. So what lesson can you take from these two stories? How did the research begin actually? Next. Yeah, it's all about curiosity. Curiosity that leads to a research. So how to start your research is first, you have to have that curiosity. What become your problem? Okay, next slide. Yeah. Like Albert Einstein said, I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. It's a miracle that curiosity survived formal education. So curiosity actually leads to research. Research is what propels humanity forward. It's fueled by curiosity. We get curious, We ask question why certain materials behave the way they do, why certain people are more resilient than others. Is it possible to do this so people will get this? And after we questioning, we push ourselves to discover the answer, and so we can know all of the answer. Learning is thriving. Without curiosity and also without research, the progress would slow to a halt, and maybe our lives now will not become like now, will be completely different from now. Next. So how does research change our life? Okay, after the research about an earthquake is done, we know the reason of why an earthquake is happened. It caused when the underground rock maybe suddenly breaks and there is rapid motion along a fault, and the sudden release of energy caused the seismic wave that makes the ground shake. Yeah, we can explain it theoretically how the earthquake is happened. Next. Yeah, now we know the technology, the CT scan machine. So your head no need to be drilled or to be make holes in your head again to know the cause of your headache. The research for the CT scan machines more comfortable, safer, efficient way to find out the disease in your head. Next. Yeah, many apps now has found to make you easier deliver something news to your friends, to your parents, or to your lectures. It can write only in a second, be read by your recipient. And also next. And drone, the new invention in a more efficient and easier way to discover the whole condition from above. Even everyone can now have this tool, not as expensive as buying a helicopter, I think. Next. So what's actually research? Yeah, simply research is the process of discovering new knowledge. Yeah, this knowledge can be either the development of new concepts or the advancement of existing knowledge and theories, and leading to a new understanding that was not previously known. So while research can be carried out by anyone in any field, most research is usually done to broaden knowledge in the physical, biological, and social worlds. So simply, research is the process of discovering new knowledge, simply said. But in a more formal words, next, research can be said as a systematic investigation designed to develop or contribute to generalizable knowledge. The use of systematic investigation here is the formal definition that represents how research is normally conducted. A hypothesis is formed, an appropriate research method is designed, the data is collected and also analyzed, and then the research results are summarized into one or more research conclusion. And then this research conclusion shared with the rest of the scientific community to add the existing knowledge and serve as an evidence to form additional questions that can be investigated. It is the cyclical process that enables scientific research to make continuous progress over the years. So the true purpose of the research actually. Next. So why actually the research is important? What would happen actually if there is no research or the research doesn't exist? Next, maybe without the research, we'll become ignorant and unaware. Maybe we also wouldn't understand or go forward like today. Maybe without research, we couldn't say that we were actually close to find the cure for cancer, or find the most eco-friendly way to light up our homes and office. Without research, we couldn't possibly have survived as long as we have now. And there are still millions of things that need to be discovered in the future. The disease to cure, the waters to explore, the species to discover, and all of that is possible with research. Maybe next. So all of you, this is the, just the, before when we want to cook, we we call our mom, help me, I want to make a soap. But now we just need to say it in the Google, how do I make soap? And Google will show you some recipes. Okay, next slide. That's because of research that has done. Okay, so maybe all of you already agree that research is important. Research is very important in nowadays life. But why? Why should I want other people to do research? I don't. You just let other people to do research. Why should I do the research? Actually, there are so many reasons why you, as the undergraduate students, should start doing your research now. Next, yeah. First is the research can exploring future career direction. If you are a undergraduate school, you need to start research for two important reasons at least. First, research experience is important for undergraduate school admission. And also your experience as an undergraduate researcher will help you to gain admission to the best programs you can find, and will also be an asset for you to apply maybe scholarship, maybe to a fellowship or assistantship. And more, graduate school expect you to have research experience and will admit applicants who have the research experience before than who do not. So if you like research experience, you will be behind others who are already skilled research. And the second is, I think, next, just show the point. Okay, next, yeah. The second is, research is a tool for building knowledge and facilitate learning. Research is required not just for students and academics, but for all professionals and also non-professionals. It is also important for building both online and offline. For non-professional who doing research equips them with knowledge about the world and also skills to help them survive and improve their lives. And among professionals, finding an interesting topic to discuss or to write should go beyond your personal experience. So research is an essential component in generating knowledge and also vice versa. Facts collected during the research can be checked again, other sources to ensure the accuracy of the research. And when you are doing all of that process, you will learn not only by the book but also by the experience. The third reason why you should doing the research, it's a mean to understand issues and increase public awareness. Yeah, the television that we watch every day, television show, fictional or non-fictional, it's all full with research. For example, maybe Oprah Winfrey, or maybe in Indonesia like Najwa Shihab. Yeah, they will not achieve as a remarkable success as a news anchor or in television show host if she hasn't doing her own research about certain topics and public figures. So this kind of efforts shows the necessary role of research in helping others and also raising social consciousness. And the fourth reason is research helps us to succeed in business. Who thinks that research is only for scientifics? No, because research is not only for scientific or researcher. It is also needed when you are doing business. I have some business too, and I did research first before launching my new products because I believe that when I'm doing research, it will bring benefit to my business. Many successful companies, such as those who concern or producing in for example, agriculture, food and beverage, manufacturing, they also have their research and development or R&D division. So they involve the science and also the engineering research first to their product. So it is critical to create and also improve their product and service using the research first in the R&D division. R&D division can help us to secure an advantage over the competitors as well. Okay, and also the last reason, next. Yeah, by doing research, it will allow us to disprove lies and support only truths. Yeah, have you like now we live in a time full of hoax, yeah, or fake news today. Yeah, so if you are doing research, we cannot just take or believe the news or broadcasting check that is being published. We have to do research, face checking to disprove or maybe to prove, find out in aims to find out the truth. Okay. Next. Yeah, so what you need to do after you doing a research? First is next. Okay, you get validated first about your research, about the result of your research. Scientists also deal with research to test the validity and also the reliability of your research result. So the integrity of the scientists or researchers depend on the quality of their research. Not every research results come out and get accepted. Some of them are rejected, are not validated. So it is very essential to get validated of your research result from scientific community at large before it is going to be published. And after your research is already validated by the scientific community, you can get patent for your research. Why patent is important? Because it is like a protection for your research before it is being commercialized, being used by other people. You should get the protection of your research by applying the patents, because you might be not the only person who do that research. There are hundreds of people maybe doing the same research with you, and you may be the first person. You may become the first person who invent that research, as if you already patented it. So, like I already mentioned before, that Bell and also maybe Thomas Alva Edison also not the only one who did the research in light bulb. Many people doing the same, but because Edison registered his patent first, so the rights went to him. And all the royalty rights, including the material benefits of an invention, will be granted only to the person who is rightful patent holder. And the next is after your previous slide, please. Okay, the next, after your research get patented, it's time for your research to be published. The last step, but also the least step that people do when they got validated and patented of their research. Why I say the least people only? Because in Innova, we have maybe only 20% of the inventor who finally publish or develop their research into a product and into to be used to the society. 80% only. No, 80%. I mean, maybe 70% only goes to the first step, get validated. Some of them get patented, but only 20% or maybe less than 20% who get published. So I don't understand. Maybe they have their own reason for that. But I hope all of you, when you are making a research and you already passed the first step and also the second step, as long as your research bring more benefit to society, please you have to think about how to develop your product, your research, so it can be used by the society as well. it can be commercialized and bring benefits to other people. There are many ways to introduce your research, actually, maybe through the invention exhibition or maybe through competition, and also many others. If you don't, maybe still, because you are still undergraduate students, maybe you don't have much money to commercialize and to produce mass your research, there are many people out there that can help you. Yeah, Innova is one of the place that can help you to develop more your product to be into the market. So your research will not only end up in the laboratory. Okay, next slide. Yeah, this is 3 things you have to remember when you are doing the research. First, research is not only always related to laboratory or natural science. What I mean here is everyone can do research. Research is not only for scientific background people. Those with social background people can also do research. So many inventions now are designed for social needs or social reasons. Yeah, I heard from the previous speaker talking about AI. Yeah, it's one of the example of research research in social. So please do not limit yourself just because you don't have scientific background, so you couldn't do the research. No, that is not the issue. I'm also not from scientific background, like the moderator already talk about my CV, but now I take role in guiding the young students to do their research. Of course, I'm not doing this alone. I have those people who help me too, but at least I want all of you who might be not coming from the scientific background, you still have the change, you still have the opportunity to do research. And also the second, research is not only done by a professor. So don't you ever think that you are too young to start doing research. No. In Innova, yeah, like I said, we got from the elementary school researcher. So we have many talented young researchers in Innova, started from 5 years old. And if you take a look in other countries, actually, this is a very common case when the older teach the youth to love research since kids. So it is not something, what to say? Yeah, it's not something awkward, yeah, to know that a child doing the research. And also the third, research must bring benefit to people. This is the most important thing that you have to remember before doing the research. Please make sure your research is a responsible research. Your research will not harm other people. Vice versa, your research should bring benefit and also useful to other people. Next. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, yeah, that's the end of my presentation. I took this picture in one of the international exhibition in, if I'm not mistaken, in China or Hong Kong. It is the proof that research can be done by an elementary. I think this is elementary students and also from the non-scientific background. Okay, come to the moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Erica, for the great presentation that bring us to know about why we need to make a research and what is chart stepping that we should starting to make a research. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, committee, can you help me to end this share screen first? Okay. Okay, there's some conclusion that I can get from the presentations by Ms. Erica. First, research should become from the curiosity. Without a curiosity, you cannot make a good research, right? And a gapping, maybe we can use the gap of the conditions for make a research, to make a question why we need to finish this problem, and also push yourself to find the answer. How to push yourself to find the answer? That's why we need to do the research. And don't think that because of you don't have because you don't have a title as a professor or PhD or something else, you cannot do the research. No, that's a big no, because you, even though that you are a student in university, you have an opportunity to make a research and finding the answer from the curiosity that you get from the conditions of the situations in your life. Anyway, we come to the question session. This is some question in chat box, and we have Ria Lestari from Unsri ask the question for Miss Erika: how to be a good researcher and how to keep us passionate about doing research. Okay, Miss Erika.
Thank you very much, Mr. Halim, and also Ria Lestari for the question. So how to be a good researcher? So I can say that actually there is no rules about this is a good researcher, this is bad researchers. No, what I believe is as long as your research will bring benefit to others and your research will not bring harm to other people, that's a good researcher. That's a good research. And how to keep you passionate about doing research? Find the topic of the research that is you passionate about. What is your passion in research? I mean in science. In the field. What field you passionate about? Yeah, is it maybe agriculture or maybe technology or maybe economy? Yeah, you find your passion in the field, and after that, if you already find the field that you're passionate about, you can start being curious, like I said, in that field. What could be the problem in that field? What can be the solution to solve that problem? And you do the research to get the answer. So yeah, for the question, how to be a good researcher? Just do it. As long as your research, you're sure that your research will not bring harm, just do it. And how to keep you passionate? Find the field of research that you're passionate about. Maybe that's all that I can say.
Passion, that's the key keywords from the answer about the question from Ria Lestari. Yeah, find your passion before you make a research, and don't do harm on your research and make a responsibility research. That's very interesting. Before I move to other question, Miss Erika, I have a simple question. When we are talking about the research, the paradigm and the mindset of people, especially in Indonesia, they know about the research. It's talking about the technology, talking about the product, talking about the something that really reals as something that finding or innovations from what we find it in the research. So as we know that in our discipline is not only by scientific, but also we have a social science too, right? Like a politics, psychology, and etc. There's a lot of discipline knowledge that we know. So is there covered in INOPA about the social science as a part of a knowledge itself? Okay, Miss Erika.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Halim. Very interesting question, actually. Yeah, in INOPA, we have two division, actually. First is about research itself. That's more related to laboratory, to chemistry, physics, and others, biology. And also the second is social science. We have 60 to 70% invention in INOPA is from social science background. Yeah, because I think that's the most applicable research for now in social science. For example, a multifunctional chair, for example, it is made by the, if I'm not mistaken, international partnership major. Yeah, they make the multifunctional chair. They don't need to go to the lab. They just need to research about what's the problem, what's people found problem in chair, in usual chair, and then they make the new one, and their product is now already invested from the one of the furniture company, because they make they make something new in the design. So what I want to say is, Innova also cover the social science. Even like I said, 60% in Innova products cover the social science.
Okay, that was nice, I think. The chair that are properly for the human, especially when we are using online courses like today, right? Because we need a very comfortable chair, because sometimes there's a problem with our backbone. Anyway, correlate with my question, as Muhammad Abrori from STISA, he asked a question about how to be part of Innova. He's really interested to be part of Innova. Maybe some of the participants here have the same question with Abrori. Okay, Ms. Erica.
Okay, actually, since Innova is an association that gathered all the young innovators in Indonesia, we really open to all of the innovators, those who even don't have any ideas about innovation or don't have any experience in doing research before. All of them can join. How to join? Maybe you just register in our website. Then it will ask, our website is www.innova.org. I will write it in the chat box. I will type in the chat box. You can register there. We will do some like interview why you want to join us. Maybe are you a researcher before, or are you or do you want to start learning about research?
So correlate with that question, maybe what's kind of benefit that we can get when we are as a part of Innova?
Thank you very much, Mr. Halim. So when you first register in Innova, we will ask you the aim of you joining us. Is it you only want to gather with the same community? I mean the researcher community, or what do you want? Do you want to have maybe achievements, international achievement related to science, related to research? We can help you. Or do you already have, or maybe the aim is you already have the product, but you want to develop more your product to get maybe material benefit from that product. If your product is being commercialized, we can also help you. So what you will get is actually depends on the aim of you joining us. Before joining us, we will ask you first.
Okay, so Innova is kind of non-government organization or such kind of that?
We are non-government, non-profit and non-government organization.
Okay, non-profit and non-government organization with the focusing on how to develop the research in Indonesia, right? That's a very, very good organization, and we hope that all of people or participant here can join with Innova, maybe to develop your knowledge and develop your idea about the research. Okay, Ibu Erica, anyway, we still have some question. Maybe we have a time to. And this is a question from Safira Alina from Universitas Sriwijaya, Sriwijaya University. The question is, how about if our research result is not always success? What should we do for the next step?
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Safrina Alina. There are so many stories actually about unsuccessful research. The previous speaker mentioned about Thomas Alva Edison, who tried thousands times to finally find out the light bulb. So what should you do if your research didn't success? First is you have to find out the reason why. What makes it didn't success? Is it only technical problems that still can be repaired or can be fixed, or is it theoretical? So you make sure you know the reason why your research is not successful. And after that, you can ask also. That's what I said. It is important together with the researcher community too. So you will not work alone. you can ask and in that community, and also maybe you find insight from the others researchers who have doing the same research with you. What should be improved, what can be improved. Yeah, maybe that's the answer from me. Thank you.
Okay, that's the answer from Miss Erika, but the question from Safirna Alina. Okay, Miss Erika, we still have one question, yeah, before we end this session. There's a question from Tiara, Universitas Lampung University. The question is what we have to do for the increasing our spirit research. For actually, this is a problem that's already happens, especially in a student for last year when they do such a research, especially in scripts, in their thesis or something else. For the first time, they come to the supervisor, they are really have a high spirit to make the research, but actually for time by the time, the spirit was decreasing. So how to make the spirit consistent and spirit increasing when we do the research itself? Maybe this is, it can be as a tips or solutions for all the students here. Bu Erika.
Thank you very much, Mr. Halim, and also Mr. Sharif Mukhtar. I found so many cases in Innova, and also I read so many stories about the startup or also about the innovation that now get success. Most of them, the fact is, most of them, the founder is not coming from the educational background. For example, they make an apps, but they are not coming from the IT background, but they have the ability to maybe they just love about technology, so they have the ability to create an apps. So till finally their apps get invested, get funded, and now being a success. So certain tips and tricks to be confident in making an innovations. First is you have to be confident with the innovation that you make. You have to know why you make the innovation, why you make that innovation, or you do that research, why, the reason. And then after that, when it's time for you to convince others, especially maybe investor, about the importance of your research. So when you confident about your own invention or your own research, and you can show other people that you mastered it, so other people will believe you, and they will, maybe they will buy your research, and or maybe they will invest it in your research or something or others. So first is be confident with your research first, and also show others that you master it, although you don't have background on that. But when other people show that you are quite mastering, and and moreover other people believe that your research is very useful, I think they will believe to you, because so many stories you can find on Google, so many stories about how to make a startup, and also most of them are not coming from that background, but they just master it. So many good success stories about that.
It's all about how we learn about the issues that we want to research. Miss Erika, that's the point. Okay. I heard from the committee that Innova prepared a video to show to us.
Oh yeah, I have Innova profile.
Okay. Before that, I would like to inform for all the participants. Committee, please, you can give the link for the absent for the presence of participants. All the participants you can access, because the certificate of this seminar will send to your email if you fill the presentations. Okay. Anyway, and also Ms. Erika, before we move to the video, there's some statement maybe from other university. He says thank you so much for this event, but he wants to invite you to their university to give the same knowledge and same event maybe in their university. For a person who asked the question, you can contact our contact person to get the contact persons of Miss Erica. Okay. Again, I tell for all the participants, you can fill it the absent, the presentations to make sure that you are attending this event, and also to help the committee to send your certificate by your email. Okay. Ms. Erica, we give you time to show the video about Innova.
Thank you. So, so I should share the video. Okay, wait. I thought, yeah, because I was asking the committee to share, but it's okay, no problem. I can share it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, already, yeah. Okay, someone already shared it. Then
Oh yeah, okay.
Thank you. So I would like to invite all the young inventors, young researchers here to join us in Innova. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Erica. That was a very, very interested Innova, yeah, still calling Innova, yeah, even though not INOOPA. Innova, okay, okay. You are invited to be to join with Innova with the registration and also with all the regulation, of course, right? Okay. Well, I give you 1 minute to give a conclusions from this presentation. Miss Erica, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. So everyone, the conclusion is just like what I said in my presentation, that research can be start from the young people, not only doing by the professor. Even if you don't have any what to say, you are not professor yet, maybe you are only undergraduate students, but you still have the opportunity to do research. And also those who don't come from the scientific backgrounds, you can still have the opportunity to start doing your research, because now research is very wide and is very open to any kind of field, social science, any kind, and it all can be applicable. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. As the research is applicable for everyone. Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Erika, for sharing knowledge, sharing experience, and giving us a new mindset about what the research is. We hope that all of the participants here can get a lot of knowledge that you already share with your material, Ms. Erika. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our last session. We want to give an appreciation for two speakers who's already shared their material and presentations in this seminar. We would like to invite Ibu Leong Wai, Professor Leong Wai. Thank you so much, is still here to be a part with us. And also we can invite Bapak Bakti, Bapak Dr. Bakti as our supervisor for University, Sriwijaya University. Is it still here, Bapak Bakti, Bapak Dr. Bakti? Okay, thank you so much, Bapak Dr. Bakti is still with us. And this session, we would like to give an appreciation certificate for all the speakers who stand here, who's already sharing the presentations to us. Okay, the committee, please share the screen. Okay. Okay. Mr. Bakti, maybe you want to give this certificate to Ibu Leong Wai.
Okay. For Prof. Leong Wai, this is our appreciation for you, and we are thank you for your attending to today, and don't be bored with our invitation. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bapak Dr. Bakti. This is our certificate appreciation for Professor Leong Wai, and also we still wants to learn about artificial intelligence, yeah, Ibu Wai.
Yeah.
This is this is the next job for URED to make this event, maybe to invite again Ibu Wai to present about artificial intelligence specifically. Thank you. For the next appreciation, we will give the certificate appreciation for Miss Erika. Okay, Bapak Dr. Bakti, the floor is yours.
For Miss Erika Insan Pratisi, I would thank you very much for your kindness to come today and give us knowledge about and make us to open mind with research. Thank you, and I will I want to join with Innova maybe, and with my group research. Okay, thank you, Miss Erika.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bakti. Thank you, Miss Erika. Thank you, committee. We can share answer screen. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is our international webinar today about the innovation spirit that built your future with the research. We hope that we can get a lot of knowledge, a lot of based on the experience by Professor Wai and also Miss Erika. And we will meet for the other event, and I will close this event with Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a nice weekend. I'll back to the committee. Committee?
Universitas Sriwijaya adalah kampus negeri yang terletak di Sumatera Selatan. Tepatnya di kota Palembang yang merupakan kota terbesar kedua di Sumatera. Terkenal dengan ikon jembatan Ampera dan Sungai Musi. Universitas Sriwijaya memiliki dua kampus yang terpisah. Kampus pertama terletak di kota Palembang yang diresmikan oleh Presiden Insinyur Soekarno pada tanggal 31 Oktober tahun 1960. Dan kampus kedua terletak di Kabupaten Ogan Ilir, Indralaya yang diresmikan oleh Presiden Soeharto pada tanggal 6 Maret tahun 1997.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, rahmat dan keberkahan Allah SWT tercurah untuk kita semua. Universitas Sriwijaya adalah salah satu universitas negeri yang besar di Indonesia dengan student body 28.000 mahasiswa lebih yang tersebar di 10 fakultas dan program pasca sarjana dengan visi menjadi perguruan tinggi terkemuka berbasis riset yang unggul di berbagai cabang ilmu, teknologi, dan seni. Saat ini Universitas Sriwijaya terus maju dengan peningkatan di berbagai bidang. Bidang akademik dengan peningkatan proses belajar mengajar yang berbasis IT dengan masa studi tepat, cepat, dan qualified. Bidang riset membudayakan kegiatan riset yang unggul, melibatkan dosen dan mahasiswa di berbagai cabang ilmu, sains, teknologi, sosial, humaniora, dan seni yang didukung dengan laboratorium yang berstandar. Bidang pengabdian masyarakat membumikan hasil-hasil karya Universitas Sriwijaya untuk kepentingan umat, bangsa, dan negara Republik Indonesia. Membantu pemerintah Republik Indonesia, provinsi, kabupaten, dan kota dalam segi perencanaan yang baik, pemberdayaan masyarakat, penggalian dan pengkajian sumber daya alam, dan penanggulangan bencana alam.
Mahasiswa Universitas Sriwijaya berasal dari berbagai penjuru tanah air dan mancanegara. Terdiri dari diploma, strata 1, pasca sarjana, profesi, spesialis, dan doktor. Fakultas Ekonomi. Fakultas Hukum. Fakultas Teknik. Fakultas Kedokteran. Fakultas Pertanian. Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan. Fakultas Ilmu Sosial dan Ilmu Politik. Fakultas Matematika dan Ilmu Pengetahuan Alam. Fakultas Ilmu Komputer. Fakultas Kesehatan Masyarakat. Program Pasca Sarjana X2 dan program Doktor S3. Kerjasama internasional Universitas Sriwijaya diantaranya meliputi negara Thailand, Malaysia, Jepang, Vietnam, Jerman, Amerika, Italia, Polandia, Filipina.
Please, for the all participants, fill your present in this link that has been sent by committee, and maybe see you in next event that will be created by UKM URIT, UKM Multi Research and Education from Sriwijaya University. Okay, this recording agenda you can search on YouTube. I will write the name. Okay, that's the link that has been sent. Okay, maybe that's all for our agenda for today, and you can leave this room and have a nice day. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for all the committee. Thank you so much, Dr. Bakti Yudo.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
China, Taiwan, Turki, dan Cina.
Mohon izin Bapak.
Pembelajaran di Universitas Sriwijaya dikontrol melalui mekanisme untuk menjamin kelangsungan perguruan tinggi berkualitas. Dengan fasilitas penunjang yang representatif, perpustakaan,